Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Street Crypto here, back for another video. In today's video, I want to talk about Zcash or ZEC, as well as giving you guys a price prediction for the short and long term. So ZEC's currently trading at $205 with a 15% increase in the last 24 hours, hitting a high of $218 in that time. And it's currently sitting in a market cap of around $2.7 billion. Looking at the all-time charts, we can see that ZEC actually has an all-time high of $1,600, but that was just ignore this first bit here. That was a liquidity issue they had, but its real all-time high is around $883 in 2018. So we haven't reached all-time highs or really anywhere close yet. But is that really on the cards? Well, firstly, I'm going to get into what Zcash or ZEC actually is. So it is a decentralized crypto that is focused on privacy and anonymity. So essentially, it is a privacy coin. Now, personally, I think privacy coins are going to be really, really big in the future because privacy coins are kind of what crypto is in general. Like, crypto and blockchain was invented for privacy as well as transparency, because obviously you can see the transactions on the blockchain, but you don't know who, the person who is sending or receiving the money unless you know the wallet address connected to that person. However, Zcash enables a range of public and private transaction types, and public addresses can send shielded transactions to private addresses. So it makes use of a zero-knowledge proofs, or zk-SNARKs, in order to keep information about the sender, receiver, and the transaction amount private whenever a shielded ZEC transaction is made. So it is a privacy coin, as I mentioned before, and these are going to be really, really huge in the future when crypto becomes mass adopted. Why? Because people like privacy and they don't like governments or outsiders seeing what they're doing with their money. And now, obviously, this could open the door for some kind of illegal activity, but we can just ignore that. Like, all we want is gains, really. So just ignore the illegal activity and get these gains, baby. But I'm just going to go into some news quickly. Grayscale has added new trusts, and today Grayscale welcomes products including XLM and Zcash. Now, this is important because this Zcash announcement is going to bring a lot of awareness to the Zcash community, and the fact that Grayscale is exploring and has added Zcash as a trust is a really good sign to see, because Grayscale is obviously a massive organization with over $60 billion in assets. So the fact that they're choosing Zcash as one of these trusts is a really good sign. But there are a lot of other things going on with Zcash right now, and there's been a lot of increase in volume in the recent days. But the last thing I want to get into is just some TA on Zcash. So I'm looking at the 1-day chart, and a few things I want to mention first off. So, we saw Zcash go up to $220 just yesterday, and now it hasn't really done much today, but I imagine a few things will happen. Now, first of all, this highlighted rectangle that I've highlighted in purple here, now this was a crucial resistance zone. So what does that mean? Well, it means ever since till late May, we haven't seen a break above this zone. We've always seen it wick either below in the lower percentile at $170 and then reject, or what we saw here where we almost got to the top. We actually did reach the top, but we didn't close near the top. There was a massive rejection to $173 from $190, and it's just done that a few times until now. We eventually got the breakout that we wanted. So this breakout has been supported by the 21 EMA. Now, this 21 EMA is actually acting as support for this upward trend. Now, what we want to see right here is not a test back into the trend, into the resistance, because we've already seen it here. We actually closed above it, and then on the 1 day we got a quite big rejection, and many people were expecting us to break down again, but it's done really well and it's closed above it again. So we really don't want to see it push back into the resistance. We want to see it hold above it, at least consolidate at somewhere between $200 to $210 for the next couple of days at least. But the things I want to mention is a hidden bearish divergence. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means the RSI is decreasing while the trend or price is still increasing. Now, RSI is an indicator of relative strength index. So if the RSI is decreasing, it usually means the strength of the move is also decreasing. Now, other examples I want to see where we saw Zcash form some kind of bearish RSI is example number one. We dipped down below, but then we formed a new high. However, the RSI had actually formed a lower high, and then we got a massive pullback. Obviously, this massive pullback was mainly thanks to Bitcoin having some kind of dump, but it does show that bearish RSI is usually something not to be ignored. We also got it right here. This is actually, we got 3 points right here, and the 3 points had kept increasing until eventually we reached a point where we saw quite a massive rejection on the 1 day. So if that was to play out again, I imagine we would get something like this happen, form a new low on a chart on the RSI, and then dump down like this. Now that would form a new high at around $230 for Zcash, and then see us pull back in below resistance and then break the 21 EMA. So that is something to note. Obviously, this doesn't always play out because RSI is only one indicator of many. But I would say if you're looking to place orders in for Zcash, if we do come back into the zone, placing orders on the 21 EMA is something that is very, very good idea, I think, because this 21 EMA has been held in support, and it looks like the trend is going to continue upward as long as Bitcoin holds. But that was just a quick video on Zcash. If you guys want me to check out any other cryptos, let me know down below. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.